We're going to be moving into a strap stretch series for all aspects of our legs and hips. So we'll start by coming down to the ground and having a strap. We'll walk the feet in. Keep your left knee and foot on, or knee pointed up toward the ceiling and your foot on the floor. And then we'll take the strap and wrap it around the ball of the foot. And I prefer to double wrap this. You can ask about that during your session. We'll keep the shoulders down. A lot of times they'll want to slide up to reach further, but keep your shoulders plugging down. So a point of stability. And we're not trying to get the foot toward the face, but just more to 90. So let's take a bend in the right knee. And then as you straighten, think of drawing this thigh bone, that's the femur bone, down as you reach the shin up toward the ceiling and the foot up toward the ceiling. You can point and flex the foot a couple times. You want to keep the foot pointed and the toes pulled back once we get locked into position. And if you ever feel just too much of a pull behind the knee or in one spot, come back to that key action of our movement by bending the knee and then thinking of the two bones moving in opposite directions to open the back of the knee. Sometimes you'll get a little trembling. Those are just new neural pathways getting online for a movement that we don't typically do. We can stay here, or if there's no tension, you can start to extend that left leg. And sometimes I like to put a sandbag there. We don't want to grip too much with the hands and keep those shoulders down. And we hold this for typically 10 breaths or 1 minute. And then we're going to start to move into the inner leg line. So if your knee is bent, you're just going to let your left knee move to the left. And we're going to hold the strap with both straps with our right hand and start to use our bicep as we pull the right leg up toward the right corner of the mat. Just to your edge, it does take a little bit of our strength here. You can always prop the arm with something. If your leg's extended and that still feels okay for you, then you can stay here, but that definitely is a lot bigger range of motion. We typically hold this a little less, so about 30 to 45 seconds or 8 breaths. And then we'll draw everything back to center, the right foot, the left knee. And now we'll all extend that left leg out and pass both ends of the straps to the left arm. Bring your right hand into a C shape and ground the right hip. Create a little space there for that hip joint as you draw the right leg slightly across the midline of your body. Keep widening the heel to the right, but notice if you hike your hip toward your shoulder. We want to keep the hip moving toward the floor. So we're staying long through this right side and not cinching up. And it should be a pretty deep sensation here. You always want to look, when we're looking for sensations, for an evenness and not in just one place. That means we're having a nice even load. And we also are using our muscles, not just flopping into things. And then back to center, and we'll bend the knee in, step the left foot to the floor and lower the right leg down. Then just observe as you stretch both legs out, notice how you feel. Feel really nice circulation all the way down, even to my foot where that strap was around. Feel that circulation coming back into that foot. Depending on what's going on with you, you may or may not feel that. So we'll start to walk the feet in, and let's take the other side, taking the strap around the ball of the left foot, keeping the right foot on the floor and holding the straps with each hand. Keep the shoulders grounded. Take a bend through the left knee as your left hip grounds, stretching that left foot up into the strap. And breathing here, you might point and flex the foot, keeping the top part of the foot pointed. So it's in that plantar flexion. Then just pull the toes back toward your face. So our feet should be like our hands and be able to really spread out those toes. If you ever feel it too much in one place, come back to the bend of the knee and then straighten. And then if it's available to you and something we've been working on and you want to straighten the right leg, you can straighten that right leg. Now we'll hold the strap. We're going to pass both ends into this left hand. If your knee is bent, just let it move slightly to the right as the left leg moves out to the left and up. You give it a little pull toward that left shoulder. Keeping the shoulders grounded. If your knee was extended and you can keep it there, you can keep that right leg long. I like to place my right hand on my hip to keep myself from rolling over. So you have to use a little bit of strength in those adductors as well. And then we'll all come back to the middle. Pass it over to the right hand. And we'll all extend the right leg. And just draw that left foot slightly across the body. You can take your left hand and bring it into that left hip, keeping that left hip grounded and from hiking up as you bring it across. And breathing here. And coming back to center, we'll hold the strap with each hand and walk the right foot in if it's extended and lower that left leg down. And then just stretch both legs out. You might flex and point your toes and just notice how you feel. There we go.